Ken, you want to fire off? You want me to go first?
No, I'll hit you. I'll hit you with one. I think, Jeff, when you look at this game and watch this game, obviously the turnovers were a big thing with 23 of them. Is that something when you're playing a good team with so many new pieces? Is that something that's just going to happen and you got to kind of weed them out over time?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to take a while. And then the other thing you have to understand is the style of play is so much different than what we have back home in the States, which I enjoy. FIBA basketball, I love it. It's more physical. You got to be strong with the ball. You got to be able to handle contact. And we didn't do a great job of that today. And Canada was very aggressive and did a really good job. But overall, I mean, it's game 2 against a very good Canada team after 10 days of practice with a group that's never played together. And I'm pleased. I'm really excited with where we are. I think they showed a lot of grit. Got down twice, once in the first half by 8, and then got down 9 in the fourth quarter, 68-59, and had a shot there to win it. I mean, to tie it, to send it to overtime. So overall, I was pleased. I was very pleased. It's July 13th. And I think we have a shot to be a pretty darn good basketball team.
Yeah, Jeff, you can't schedule, I think, a game to be that physical or competitive in July, what you just got. I mean, how valuable is that for this group just 10 days in to get pushed like that by a good team?
Well, it's really important because now we've got film. Like I told the kids, at the end of the game there in the locker room, I was proud of them. I'm going to get fired up during the game, intense. I always am. Nothing's going to change with that. But I was proud of them. And the great thing about it is now I've got the film. We've got a group that can score, and then we've got a group that can defend. But what has to happen is our scoring groups got to learn to defend better, and then our defenders have to be able to score a little bit better. Because you can't just have, okay, here's our 5 that can guard. Now I got 5 that can score. You've got to be able to have a little bit of both out there at the same time. And that's good. That's something that we're going to continue to develop and continue to learn about each other as we go.
Being July, is it a comforting feeling knowing if you guys get down, like the way they played when they got down, to fight back and give yourself a chance to tie it up? Is that almost a relief feeling? Because sometimes you don't really know that about a team until a little later into the season.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, that's one of the things that I talked to the staff about. I was really interested to see, what's this group going to do when we get down? What's going to happen? And I was pleased. I was really pleased with how we continue to fight. Didn't really hang our heads, take terrible shots, start to force things. We didn't do that. Now, we've got to get tougher. I mean, there's no question about that. We had it to 5, I think, one time, and come up with a good defensive stand, but we don't finish it with a rebound. It gets thrown out, and then the girl banks in a 3. Things like that. Then there at the end of the game, we come up with another stop and can't come up with the rebound, and then we foul them and put them at the free throw line. They make 2 free throws. Those are the things that we've got to clean up. But it's July. It's getting them to understand where we are and what we have to do to continue to improve.
Jeff, I think you talked a lot about the complete game Kiki had yesterday, and I thought she showed another one today, even after getting banged up a little bit. Are people aware just of how complete a player she is? We know she can score, but just what else she could do on the court.
Well, she was Sunbelt player of the year. So, I mean, obviously, people know what she can do. I've got a challenger. She had 5 turnovers, which she has to cut down on. Cannot turn it over 5 times. And then she's got to be willing to guard for her. She's got to get down the stance and be able to defend. And those are the 2 areas that I think if she'll really focus on, and really continue to say, hey, I've got to get better at this, then she really does have a chance to be a special ball player.
As far as like, you talk about Kiki or Sydney or, Jada and a couple of those, there's success where they were. And then there's the standard when it comes to defense and little things that you guys do. How are they as far as learning all of that and how you guys want things done, Jeff?
They are learning on the fly. It's part of it. But the great thing, it's July. Like I said, it's July. We're not having this conversation right now, and it's December 18th. It's July 13th. But they are understanding. Just trying for them to see how excited Canada was to win. And I'm like, guys, you have to understand that Louisville across the front of your chest means something to a lot of people that understand women's basketball. So you're getting everybody's best shot every night you play. And there are players on this team that it's new. It's something that they're starting to understand, and it's going to take them a little bit of time to fully grasp.
I think Olivia and Nyla stepped out a few times to shoot some jumpers. You talked about them developing that. How far have you seen them come just even since the end of last year in shooting the J?
They have really improved. I'm really excited for them. The area that Nyla, she'd been doing really well. She had been knocking down free throws in practice. In our scrimmage we had against Africa, she stepped up and went like 5 of 5 at the free throw line. But 1 for 4 tonight, and she's going to get fouled. And we've got to be able to step up and make them. And that's really what impacted us towards that end of that game. We go 13 of 21. I think we're 8 of 10 in the first half. And then all of a sudden, we go, Lily goes 0 for 2 there in the fourth quarter after hitting both of hers in the first half. You just can't leave points on the board. When you're playing in big games, you can't leave points on the board. But, you can just look at the box score. I mean, we gave them, they had 23 points off our turnovers. They had 11 second chance points. Those are the areas that we have to clean up.
Hey, Jeff, it's Jody. I jumped in late here, and I know you were just talking about Nyla there, but just her overall, her presence and her confidence. Last year obviously helped because she got to play and she got the minutes. She looks a lot different out there as far as the way she kind of carries herself.
No, she does. I mean, I'm proud of her. I'm just challenging her to be better, even to be better. To me, she's not a sophomore, she's a junior. She played enough minutes as a freshman and played in big enough ball games to not be that one that's now jumping into your sophomore years like, okay, I didn't play much as a freshman, now I'm getting the chance. She got minutes. She knows what to do. And I mean, she goes 5 of 7 from the field. 11 and 11, had 3 assists, only 1 turnover. But she's got to step up and knock down free throws for us. And she knows that. So it's not a big surprise. But defensively, we've got to continue to improve. Lex, she really works hard at the defensive end of the floor, had 5 rebounds, but, she turned it over 4 times in 9 minutes. Like, you can't do that. But overall, sure, do you want to win every game you play? Of course you do. But I thought we took some strides. I thought we got better. Had a great shot there to end the tie-it that went in and out. But overall, I'm pleased with where we are right now. Now we've got a practice day tomorrow, which will be light because we got some, we're playing some kids some minutes and playing pretty intense games. And then we'll come out and play Africa on Saturday in a game that, I'm hoping we can come out, play well, play hard, win, and possibly have a chance to play Canada again on Sunday in that championship game.
I think I saw it was Nina running point when Jada's not in there. Is that what you want to see, like her as a first, like kind of backup point guard candidate there?
Yes, for sure. Yeah, she will run the point for us. Even when they're in there together, she'll run the point a lot and give Jada a chance to move over to the two guard, the shooting guard spot. Anything else, guys?
Thank you, sir.